Hi, I'm JT.
And I'm Noland.
And this is another simple conversation between JT and Noland. So the assignment for this video was to basically do an Easter egg hunt and become experts on teachings of Reggie Ray and present them to you all, the audience. So the one I decided to do was When Reality Strikes, which comes from, I guess, a book of his, not a book, I'm sorry,
A video?
A video, thank you. And one of his main topics was, of course, When Reality Strikes. And yours was?
Mine, I found this on YouTube, actually. It's called The Vajrayana View of Maitri. Maitri meaning loving kindness. And the speaker is Reggie Ray.
Would you like for me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. So, like I said, my video was about When Reality Strikes. And a quick definition of reality comes from Reggie Ray, and it says, life is not about you, it's just something much bigger. Which, if you think about it, means is not to be so self-centered, not to be all about you. What you want to be, and this is what my interpretation of the information was, what you want to be is someone that is willing to help others, do for others, you know, just be a person all about others, but still maintain your self-respect as a human being. And he gives a definition about Buddhism, actually, which I found was very interesting. It says, to see in the dark and to hear in the silence. And to me, you know, that's a cool definition. I love how that sounds and what it means.
What does it mean to you?
Well, to me, it means, you know, you can do anything through the power of Buddhism, I guess. With the right teaching, the right knowledge, and the right guidance, you know, you can do the impossible and maybe reach enlightenment if that is your goal. So that's what it means to me. If anybody ever took a class with Squires, you'll know when he talks about ego and he has a drawing. Well, actually, speaking of that drawing, is right behind Nolan's head.
Uh-oh.
And Reggie Ray used the term reality instead of ego, which goes hand in hand with Squires. And basically, once again, if you did take a class with Squires, you understand the whole concept of this circle. But if you don't, I'll explain it. The circle is supposed to be like you and your mentality. And inside is another box, which is your ego or reality. And Reggie Ray to say come out of your reality is to move outside a bubble, which is the U-box. The U-box, point to the U-box. There we go. It's a U-box. And to move out of that is to realize that the world we thought exists doesn't. So you got to come out of your mentality that it's all about you, everything's about you. You know, you need to be, hey, you know, Nolan, how are you? You need to be that type of mentality, not focusing only on Nolan, but other people. So that's basically my lesson, or my interpretation I got from When Reality Strikes.
All right. That's pretty interesting. And I guess I can tie in mine perfectly to yours because you talk about the ego and the inner you. That's exactly what Reggie Ray was talking about in my video that I watched. First of all, he talks about a type of personal unfolding, and he says that it could never end, and it goes far beyond this lifetime. And I like that because he's thinking long term. Not a lot of people think about like meditating and finding that inner peace or whatever for future generations.
So he's looking at the big picture of it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
And he also he describes this journey as letting go or surrendering into the unknown. And that's really good imagery because when you're laying down and you're meditating most of the time with your eyes closed, you're basically going into the unknown. It's darkness, right? That's what we associate with the unknown, darkness, just not knowing where you're going to end up.
And that ties back into my thing, which was the Buddhism, to see in the darkness.
Perfect. Yeah, we did it.
We made it.
He talks about the natural state, and I'm assuming that the natural state is this, that you, what does the B stand for in your imagery?
Buddhism is to help you out of your U-box.
And you're trying to get into this box?
No, you're trying to get out of that box.
Okay. And you're trying to find the you that's in this box.
Yes.
Okay. Well, my video is talking about this natural state, the fundamental awareness that needs to be touched in the practice of Buddhism and through meditation. And he talks about the fulfillment and the freedom, and he says that it's already there. You just have to tap into it. You can tap into it when you're having a bad day, when you're stressed, just when you want to relax, anything like that. You can just go into your, he calls it your authentic self, and it's just there, always. And this journey that he's talking about in this video, it's a journey towards this authentic self. And I thought this thing was really interesting. He says that the authentic self is covered up by the learned behaviors that humans have learned in order to survive. So, like stereotypes, maybe like popular things on the internet, ways that we perceive others. Those are things that are in the way of connecting to your authentic self.
So corruption.
Yeah, all this stuff is corrupting it. That's how he sees it.
Now, do you have any personal connections or something you can relate to from your teaching? If you haven't said that already.
Yeah, I definitely have thought about how I can connect with my authentic self. I really have no idea what my authentic self is or what it looks like. It's pretty interesting because he says that your ego, it is your way of experiencing the world, and it's unique to you. And I would like to tap into that and see what makes me unique and what makes me different from everybody else that's thinking with this mentality, with the learned behaviors that Ray's talking about. I just want to know I want to know who I am, my authentic self.
And that's good, because it seems like, and it ties back into what I talked about, it seems like you're already trying to get, go underway of coming out of, your ego, your own reality, to find your true, authentic person. So I think that's great. I like that.
Can you see any similarities between my video and yours, like as far as authentic self?
Yes, I think mine is just, it talks about the mentality you need to have. Yours talks about maybe the actual steps after you have the mentality and the roadblocks that you need to, you need to go through or go around or however
Getting out of that bubble. Right.
I think mine's just, the how, or both ours is the how. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add about our videos?
No, I'm good.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We're out.